My name is Baron324. As you can see, I've been off for a few months planning on stuff, making sure that my videos are awesome, and I decided to actually release my village review. Actually, no. I'm just still working on that one. So today we're going to do something very different this time. Today we're going to do something that's very, very different. A top 50 animated feature films. Roll the intro!
Number 15. Kung Fu Panda. Now you heard the story a bazillion times. Underdog gets a chance of a lifetime and soon becomes a prodigy of some incredible skill. This skill is Kung Fu. But I can make an exception when I have an animated film like this uses this cliche story to make some amazing fight scenes. The characters are fun, the story though cliche is decent, and the animation is just staggering. This is the thing that always steals the show, and that is with the movement, the balance, and the imagery of the background. Po, played by Jack Black, is entertaining, and this is so far by his most successful animated film for right now. Now people are gonna ask what I think of the new Kung Fu Panda. Well, I'm gonna have to wait until I see it if it's as good as the first one, but for right now, this is still my favorite. Even though the film did have silly moments and the final fight was a little bit cartoony than action-packed, it is still one hell of a great tribute to Kung Fu movies. Kung Fu Panda. Who never said it could be done?
Awesome.
Number 14. One Piece movie 10 Strong World. A guilty pleasure to put on this list, but I have to admit it was a geekgasm when I got to watch the movie for my all-time favorite anime and manga. 5 major points on the movie is that 1. This was animated and directed by the man behind One Piece, Ichiro Oda. 2. Its animation surpasses all the movies in the franchise. 3. It has delightfully great voice acting for a Japanese dub. 4. Interesting new villains and characters. And 5. It was the way One Piece was supposed to be. Sure, there may be some references to other One Piece episodes and films, but it was a One Piece film to begin with. It's silly, dramatic, and funny. That is right for One Piece, and it's right for everyone else. Number 13. Ants. DreamWorks started CGI animation in a very weird way, making the film more towards adults than children. This film was very raunchy and adult-oriented, definitely not made for a young audience, but I know you saw it and it was pretty good. The jokes are fun, the animation is pretty good, and the developments of the ants are really there. Even though this is a foul-mouthed film, it's still amazing to see a message that wasn't shoved into your face, and kept in pace with the length of the movie. With that in mind, you're ready for a film that isn't like other animated kids films, not cute or Disney-like. Ants is different, but great. Number 12. The Lion King. Wait, what? Wait a minute. I put The Lion King at number 12? An all-time favorite by most fans of the film? How could I? I'm a bastard! Okay, I'll tell you why. Now before any of you say anything, I wasn't really the kid who fell in love with this film. I watched tons of other films like this, and I knew the plot of the story when I got to watch it. I put the film low, but hey, this is a opinion list, meaning it doesn't affect anything else. Besides, I still enjoy the movie. The animation, voice acting, songs, and characters are all unique and fun, making a great Disney movie. So yeah, don't get me wrong, but I still like the movie, so don't say it's a sin that I put this film at number 12. Number 11. Toy Story 3 beats out a timeless classic like The Lion King and beats out the first two Toy Stories? Well, let's get it straight. Movies like this are dark, complex, and gives a depressing and joyful feel to watch. Reacting to the film is a whole different story. First two films had its depressing moments, but were still the other Disney films, aiming most of the kids with its cute plot and story. This film was something out of the box from The Shawshank Redemption. It was a very complex story, but still kept them messing with the story and didn't go too over the top at the end. The ending are what people say really gets to them, because it shows we should never grow up and that in tough times we will always be together. That is what makes the pretty film superior to The Lion King in my case. Along up-to-date animation, great characters, and a complex setting and plot, this is a film about toys that will make you want to cry. Number 10. The Rescuers Down Under. Now everyone will say, why put a film that is a sequel to the original? Well, I took a look and it wasn't anything special. It wasn't horrible, but it was weak. Except for this one, they all went out to put the first one to shame, and they succeeded. Interesting story, funny jokes, amazing animation, and very good voice acting. And this is probably the only film that really showed that the flying was perfected in the film. Not Avatar, not How to Train Your Dragon, it is this film. It is also an underrated film because of its low box office outcome, making it hardly unforgivable. Rescuers Down Under, go watch the film for you and see how it should be from underrated to masterpiece.
Well done, mate.
Number 9. The Prince of Egypt. Now I have to be honest, I am not an atheist towards religions. Not to say I hate anything from the Bible, I think the stories told here are quite kind-hearted even though from my perspective they seem phony. The Prince of Egypt was a film mostly related to the Bible, but seemed original and fleshed out. A story of two brothers, one who will become a leader of his Jewish brethren, and one who will be the pharaoh of Egypt, very influenced not to be a weak link in their dynasty, show how tough relations of different religions can really break a family. What makes the film so great is the characters, the songs, and the animation, though people really take things seriously when the film is shown. Examples are some of the songs, religious facts, and the fact that priests are voiced by both Steve Martin and Martin Short. Seems strange enough. Since because of this, the film has become like The Rescuers Down Under, which is underrated. The Prince of Egypt, a story of religion I still can enjoy. Number 8. Fantasia. This will always be the king of musical style animation for its great orchestra numbers combined with Disney's most beautiful classic animation. My favorite from this film has to be Toccata and Fugue in D minor and the ending called Night on Bald Mountain with Ave Maria. This emphasizes the wonderful orchestra music with matching animations. Now I did watch the 2000 version and let me say it's okay. Though the celebrity appearance like Martin Short really threw me off, I just didn't like that. Though the original and the best is this film, Fantasia, the most wonderful orchestral experience by Disney. Number 7. Beauty and the Beast. Nothing can compare except for a few to Disney's award-winning epic films such as this. If it weren't for Silence of the Lambs sealing the spot for Best Picture, this one was the Best Picture. Fantastic animation, amazing acting, and some of the best songs ever to be put into an animated film, by the exception of one. You'll see it soon. Yeah, I promise you'll see it soon. The favorite song that is one of my all-time favorite songs is Tale as Old as Time. You can mock me all you want, but this song was just brilliant, capturing the mood of how wonderful these two will actually become together, and how it will actually ultimately come to the climax of the film. It is a perfect film that shows that all princess films are similar in cutesy. Yes, I'm looking at you, Cinderella, and yes, I am looking at you, Snow White. It's a tale as old as time that will never be forgotten.
Song as old as Beauty and the Beast.
Number 6. How to Train Your Dragon. Now when I said that The Rescuers Down Under had a greater fight scene than this film, it didn't mean it was better. This film was probably DreamWorks' best film so far, with great animation, great voice acting, and one heck of an experience. And what really makes it really magical is the sheer scope of the environment, from the Viking village to the skies above. Notice at an end that we thought would never happen. Remind you, this is a spoiler. Hiccup at the end, after fighting a tyrant dragon, wakes up to find that he doesn't have a leg anymore, and was since replaced with a sturdy stick. That alone you'll never see in the kid's film. It shows that everything goes happily ever after, and that you won't get off scot-free. A movie that delivers a massively magical and fun, How to Train Your Dragon delivers it brilliantly. Number 5. The Incredibles. By far, the best Pixar film ever, by my opinion. I thought with that when Pixar announced an animated film about superheroes, I felt like Pixar was going to hit rock bottom. Not only was I wrong, I want to hang myself because of it. Well, sort of because it's surprised as any animated superhero film with one thing: realism. Okay, you may say it's just fantasy, and I really think that there's some realistic points in that really tell this is what happened to a superhero. Family dinners, school, work, and a boring life cycle for all men and women. This family isn't just entertaining, but also interesting with a realistic theory on why she should be superheroes and not follow the law. The voice acting was all in all the best I ever heard so far. The animation should also be given because it is directed by Brad Bird, the same director who would direct Ratatouille. The film was also aimed towards both adults and kids. It could even be very sexual sometimes, though I think it was really hidden from younger audiences. It had dark times, it had fun times, and it has also amazing action scenes and kick-ass voice acting. The Incredibles is just incredible. Number 4. Spirited Away. Unlike One Piece, this film is more perfect than it is. It was directed by Hayao Miyazaki. When you hear it, you can drop your pen and paper and watch this film. The story is about a little girl and her family that is dropped by an old temple site but are transported to a world of folklore and magical creatures. Now the girl has to save her parents, who were turned into pigs, and get them out of this mysterious realm. Not only was this film visually inspiring, the characters, the plot, the story, dialogue, and imagination are just perfect. There's nothing that can beat the originality and fun out of this film. Sure, One Piece did, but it was a series. It's the standalone movie, and that deserves a spot on my number 4 spot. Spirited Away, the all-time perfect anime movie. Number 3. The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Not only is this movie one of my all-time favorite Disney animated films, it is probably the most critically bashed. Why? Well, I'll tell you from fans of the old classic novel that saw something different. And to agree, yes, there are scenes that really shouldn't be there, like the Gargoyles song. That was pointless. Not only was that, the characters were a bit sweeter than the original character, being just as dark as Frodo. Speaking of which, Frodo was made the character who had stole the show. Not only with the way he made the film itself dark for young and old audience members, but how he made it dark with very hidden secrets, like the fact that he's actually really nothing more than an old man who wants a piece of Esmeralda's ass. Also, the film is mind-blowing, with some excellent songs that really bring out the atmosphere. And you will be surprised that this film was directed by Kirk Wise and Gary Trousdale, that was directed for Beauty and the Beast and Spirited Away. Man, that was truly phenomenal. All other films behind this one, and all of them were more successful. I would go on and on, but I wouldn't be wasting your time. Just think of it as I love this movie, despite its flaws. It's dark, well animated, and beautiful. The Hunchback of Notre Dame. If you don't like it, I'll cast you to hell's fire. Number 2. The Iron Giant. Man, oh man, this film is like me at a candy store. It's nearly perfect. There's no doubt about it. Perfect. Great voice acting, lots of funny gags, and yes, the same E.T. plot, but with a fucking robot! With the voice of fucking Vin Diesel! You can't beat that. Not only has his relationship with other major play characters in the film really sparkle. Unlike E.T., where only probably the boy and the alien connect to not anyone else, this film kind of fixes the fact that all these characters with good character development needed some time to increase their likability with each other. Not only that, the animation is really good. That was probably one of the only films left that used 2D animation technique before the rise of famous CGI animation. But it still sparkles as one of these rare moments where feeling 2 matters. Combine that with kick-ass action scenes, and you got the second most awesome animated film of all time. And the number 1 best animated film has to be The Secret of NIMH. I just can't live without this all-around fantastic movie. Its voice acting I thought was spot on, the animation was gorgeous, and the chemistry between the fantasies of this film was almost alive and real. Creating a film with someone an important impact on our childhoods. This film is so memorable that when I saw the film on the TV, I asked my parents, was that real? Okay, it sounds ridiculous, but I can tell you I really meant that. Even if their characters don't really exist in their own world, nighttime it feels that are actually telling you the truth and almost saying that we should all live in peace and stop using medical experiments and cruelty against animals. That sounds kind of true. Don DeLuise is really funny. I mean, I wanted to hate him, but really I want to, but he was just too likable that it was just passable. Now people are picking it up again, and for good reason, because it was also a well-forgotten film after its big release. It's excellent chemistry-filled animated film that won't give you any loops or twists. Well, that's what I like about it. The Secret of Nim, my pick for an all-time favorite animated picture.